DoorDash just reported their earnings. They
Ooh.
had a miss on revenue, basically 0.5% miss. They reported $3.96 billion in revenue, and EPS they missed by 17%.
Wow.
EPS was 48 cents, and they are down 5% after hours after being up almost 7% today. So net positive, but
Yeah.
earnings
I'm
was not
surprised.
great.
I'm surprised they're not getting crushed with that huge of a miss on EPS.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But look at that revenue growth chart too. That is a pretty rapid revenue growth for the latest
Yeah.
quarter. It's a
Basically
beautiful chart
going from like 1 billion to 4 billion here.
over the
Uh,
past 4 years, all
yeah.
post COVID.
Yes.
That's very, very impressive. Because a lot of people thought that the growth of DoorDash and similar services would die after COVID, but they have just continued to crush it
Yeah.
as people just
Do you ever use
became.
DoorDash?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I
almost
used to use it all
exclusively.
the time in the city, and then once I moved out of the city, I barely I guess now because I have a car, I'll drive myself and do pickup wherever. But
Oh, interesting.
yeah,
The
I haven't
the
used it.
the one thing that aggravates me every time I use it, I mean, like, obviously, it doesn't matter to me, but, like, it's surprising that this is the case, but the food cost is higher inside of DoorDash than
Yeah.
the restaurant itself. So there's like, everything costs more to begin with, roughly 15-20%. Whatever those companies have to pay to DoorDash, they're just tacking on to the prices so that they don't have to pay the fee. But then DoorDash adds a bunch of fees on top of that,
Yeah.
which they've been kind of shady about. Some of it they like lump together with taxes, but then if you click on additional info, you'll see like the tax is one amount, and then their fee is another amount. Then they have the delivery fee that sometimes they'll promote as like $0 delivery, and it's like, dude, you have your fees on top of that. So like, what is your fees for exactly? So and then the cost of the food is extra. And then on top of all of that, you have the tip for the driver, which they
Yeah.
actually are pretty generous in the amount that they tip. So it's interesting, but like, the convenience is worth it for me. Obviously, it's very nice.
Yeah, I think having the option is fantastic. You just need to use it sparingly.
Yeah.
Like
By the way,
understand it's a treat.
DoorDash and Grab come up a lot, and Grab is essentially DoorDash, but in Asia. And a lot of times, people are like very excited about Grab's stock for some reason, and not as much about DoorDash. And every time I've compared these two stocks, their stock has been relatively similar in terms of like their revenue growth and price earnings ratios, and that type of thing. So my view is that as a US resident, as someone who lives in the US, why would I want to own an Asian based company as opposed to one that I personally use their services and have like more of a exposure to? Like, so between those two companies, I would pick DoorDash all day long,
Right.
unless there was some major discrepancy in terms of valuation.